Hey there, guys. Welcome to another advanced listening practice lesson. I'm Drew Badger, the co-founder of EnglishAnyone.com and the world's #1 English fluency guide. And it is a pleasure to be with you again. Today, as you can see, I don't have any special background. I don't have much time to make this video, but I thought it was an important video to make, so I wanted to just set up the camera and make it quickly for you. So I hope you enjoy it. As always, this is a faster series, a faster set of videos that I'll be making, and if you're not quite familiar with how quickly I speak normally, or you're not used to the sound of my voice, I highly recommend you go back and watch the previous videos in this series, or not in this series, excuse me, but on the channel so you can see things that are focusing on idioms or phrasal verbs or grammar or something like that. So they're slower and much more specific about what they're working on. So if you can go and review those first and then come back and watch this series, you'll enjoy it much more because I will be speaking at native or faster than native speed. Anyway, let's get going with the lesson. So I want to talk about something interesting. I got a mail from a learner, somebody that's been following me for a while. His name is Nicolau. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. But he was asking me about a phrase. This is a particular English fluency bit that I thought was really interesting. And then I thought, instead of just answering him, even though I did reply to him with the response, or I did reply with the response. That sounds weird. I replied to him. I don't want to be redundant. But anyway, so I responded with an email back to him. But I also wanted to, because I thought it was such an interesting topic, to make it for everybody. So here I am with this video. So the phrase was, "It never ceases to amaze me that something something." And you can actually look for the spelling of this in the title of this video. So it never ceases to amaze me. We begin with a more kind of advanced phrase like this. It never ceases to amaze me. So first of all, the word cease means to stop. So if you hear like police officers in movies, they will say like cease and desist or like stop doing something. It just means to stop doing something. So like please cease, to cease doing something. So I will like cease, usually it's kind of a more legal term when you're asking another company to do something or to stop doing something. You would tell them, you could send them a like cease and desist order. It just means to stop doing something. Anyway, so when we get I got like an itch on my nose. When we do something, when we're talking about it like a longer phrase, and we want to remember this, we begin with just the actual phrase, like it like never ceases to amaze me that, it's always like beautiful in California or something like that. So whatever the phrase happens to be, excuse me, but we're taking a phrase and then we begin to break the phrase down first to understand it. So it never ceases to amaze me becomes it never stops amazing me. It never stops amazing me. So anytime you're learning a new phrase like that, you want to take like a word that might be a bit more difficult and then put it into words that you can understand. So when you're learning something, we take it, make it a bit easier. So it never ceases to amaze me, it never stops amazing me, or it becomes I'm always amazed by, or something is always amazing. It's really what we're saying, but again, an English fluency bit, one part of an English fluency bit is taking a regular phrase, like a regular idea, but expressing it in a more complex and more conversational way. So we're still trying to say the same thing, but it just sounds a bit more native and a bit more intelligent, that kind of thing. So you can say, I'm always amazed by the beautiful weather in California. I'm always amazed by the beautiful weather in California. I'm always amazed that my friend is able to make such fantastic food with such simple ingredients. So I'm always amazed by something, or I'm always amazed that something happens. But if you want to say this and sound a bit more native and conversational, we can make it a bit more interesting. It never ceases to amaze me that my friend can make such interesting food or interesting dishes out of such simple ingredients. So it never ceases to amaze me that something in that way. So whenever you're learning a phrase like this, and you can tell when you're hearing an English fluency bit because it's kind of a little bit of extra that's put in there, usually to connect two different sentences together, two different phrases or two different ideas, and then you're taking something that could be just expressed in a simple way, like it's amazing that, like wow, it's amazing, the weather in California is always beautiful, that kind of thing. But we're taking it and we're trying to make it sound a bit more native and, like we making ourselves basically sound a bit more intelligent. So this is why you hear a lot more of this like on television or in academic discussions when people are saying things and they have a basic argument or a basic thing they want to say, but it's got all this other stuff around it. This is all the English fluency bit stuff that goes into those kinds of conversations. And that's why these are such an important thing to learn. But anyway, this is just actually a particular phrase. I hadn't actually heard it in a while, but it's actually a common thing that people use. So it never ceases to amaze me that people can continually learn something new, or it never ceases to amaze me that, again, we're going to go back to the California example, that like people continue to move to California even though it becomes more expensive. Like it never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to amaze me. Well, again, I didn't want to make a very long video today, but I just wanted to focus on that one phrase. And again, to get the spelling of that thing, please look at the title of this video. So that'd be just kind of a sneaky little subtitle in there, even though it's just the title of the video. But as I mentioned before, subtitles are coming soon to videos, and they will be optional, so you can choose to just enjoy my beautiful face or whatever, or you can actually watch the subtitles when they're created, and they're available on EnglishAnyone.com. Anyway, well, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Do like this video, and especially if you've learned this phrase, this is something new for you. Hopefully it never ceases to amaze you either, that you can continually learn new things and to try experimenting with new language and try to play with your own English fluency bits as well. So if you would like, please take this opportunity to comment down below and tell me about something that's amazing to you. It never ceases to amaze me that something. It never ceases to amaze me that, whatever that thing happens to be. But using that same basic phrase, it never ceases to amaze me that, whatever that thing is. So take your time and comment down below. Leave a comment and let me know what is amazing to you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and be just have a fantastic day. I know I'm going out. I'm actually going out with my daughter. She's taking a nap right now. But we're going to go out and, enjoy the beautiful weather out here in Japan. And I hope whether you're in California or not, that you're enjoying whatever weather it is you have where you are. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. To continue learning, click on the link in this video to download Speak English Naturally, our free guide to speaking and sounding like a native English speaker. The guide reveals the 3 most important kinds of conversational English you must learn if you want to sound native, and will help you experience instant improvement in your fluency and speaking confidence. To download your free guide on a mobile device, click on the link in the upper right of this video. To download your free guide from a computer, click on the link in the lower right of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the guide.